Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. What's shaking bacon? Got a call yesterday from a previous customer. He said, I bought a mower from you last year. I can't get it to start now. And I asked him what fuel you use it. He says, the fuel you told me to buy at Wawa. He said, been using it fine now. I can't get it to start. So I told him to drop it by. I'd troubleshoot it for him, let him know what I found out. So here's the fine beauty. I remember the guy. He was a talker. Talked to me forever and ever, which is fine. But at Tommy Time, we're busy. We got to make things happen. So he was not too talkative today. He dropped it off. I said, you use a non-ethanol? He said, yep, that's what you told me. That's what I've been using. I've been using it in all the other equipment. So here we go. Let's try to figure out why this Weedeater 22-inch with the Pulsar style carb is in-op. So where do you want to start? Probably start with the oil. See how we maintain this thing. Maybe look at the fuel. See if he was telling the truth. I see some leaves in there. That's not good. How do you get a big leaf? See it right there? See some debris. So right away I'm questioning fuel, but we're going to go through it and see. Let's do oil first, and then we'll tip it over and see what the underside looks like. We'll move Mr. Snake away. I brought everybody out today. Clucky, Dino, and Snaky. Okay, oil's halfway up, or in the safe zone. It's not at the top and it's not at the bottom. I could add a few ounces to top it off, and it doesn't look terribly used. So if he bought it last year, he's just had some normal use with it. Since I'm down here, we'll talk about the model number, and I'll give you that, or the product number, 961140000409. The serial number 042108 Mike 032530 22-inch cut. So according to the Weedeater sticker here, McRae, Georgia, assembled in the USA. 4th month, 21st day of 08, 2008. Let's see what the Briggsy number is, or bill date. It says 0108. Serial number on the engine 0801225402 Maybe I did a video on this last year. I don't recall. Let me give you the engine model number, and then we'll start looking around. Looks like I painted the recoil with some black paint. We have the 10 Tango 5021022 Bravo 108012254. So 2008. Maybe we can look at the blade from here. Oh wow, he was cutting some heavy duty stuff, really high stuff. Let me put my finger on the blade. Okay, it's flat. It's got no edge on it. Okay, let's look at the filter. If there's that much buildup on the crankshaft, there might be a lot of dust buildup in the filter. Debris in the tank. He's been using it a lot. Oh wow, looks pretty clean. There is some dust in the throat. Let's see if it primes. Okay, it's priming good, primed on the first squirt. Okay, let's pull on it since I've primed it 3 or 4 times. So we know we don't have an issue with the diaphragm. I'm sure I rebuilt the car before I sent it off. Okay, let's walk behind you and pull on this Weedeater. I like the color combination, the green and the yellow. Okay, sorry, Snaky. Okay, we got another cable issue. We had a rusty cable on another one recently, and this is a deja vu. Watch the cable down there, and there's no action. I'm pulling the bail bar, and it's not even moving the kill wire linkage. Not for sale in California. Let me try tying this thing up with a wire. See, we got movement in the cable there, but that's not doing nothing for us. The cable itself is not moving. The conduit's just bowing under pressure. Okay, so we may have solved this mystery without doing a damn thing. For the fun of it, I'm going to pull on it, but I bet you the brake's going to be on. Well, it seems to be off, but it's not restricting the flywheel. Maybe the little brake pad's off, but it's not moving the linkage here. I can still turn it over. Let me pull on it. Yeah, I think we're dead on the linkage. He said something about he noticed the springs here when he would go to increase and decrease RPMs. He said the spring wasn't moving, the throttle spring. So I think he was just making shit up. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I doubt it. Okay, let me see what I need. I got a wire, piece of coat hanger wire, something thick that I can try to wrap that up with, or a zippy tie, or maybe remove the whole stupid thing to begin with. Maybe try removing it. Try to take some tension off of the cable. I might need my Stanley number 20. Nope, we're doing it just with brute force. Arrgh. Okay, got that out of the way. I got a piece of wire. Yeah, same thing with this. Yeah, it's not even budging, it's just moving the conduit. So deja vu. We had 2 in a row. I'm going to try to manipulate this wire. Well, the heck with it. I'm going to get the number 20 Stanley in a zippy tie. Okay. I know where the zippies are. So in one of my previous videos, somebody asked me how I'm measuring RPMs. They think my little portable microphone is some sort of RPM gauge. I just do it by ear. When I come down here after it starts with that little portable mic, I'm just getting a good sound bite. I suppose I could take this off, remove the spring, but why not suffer? Okay, pull that back enough, I think. Well, let's try starting it, and if nothing happens, I'll check for spark, but I think I'm pretty far off the linkage. Okay. So this cable's a 183281. I'm seeing the imprint on it right now. 183281. If you guys got a 22-inch weed eater with a nice color scheme, this is what you're going to need to buy. And there's probably a bunch of them that have been superseded on the number, but this will be a good hit on Google. 183281. It's priming good. Let me move this up into the concrete. So we don't have a dust bowl. Hopefully you can see. Wow, it kept running. It was sparking through the rubber boot. Okay, so the cable's screwed up. And there's, sounds like there's something wrong with the throttle here. The throttle spring. So let's look at that. I just burnt myself. This ain't going too good today. Burnt myself, burnt my needle nose. Let's shift you around. So a cable issue. Put you in the sun, but not for long. Maybe move you back. You want to keep you as cool as possible. I got a little jolt there. I was the ground for a minute when I took off the plug wire. Okay, so why isn't this thing? Okay, that's sticky. The throttle was sticky. So are we binding, or is there something building up? Or is it the air vane? Maybe I need to take the recoil off, put a little lubricant on the air vane. See, the throttle is not freewheeling. Let me grab some nitro and spray it in there and see if it loosens it up. Otherwise, we may have to do a physical manipulation. There's no action on this spring. I'm going to try starting it now. Move it up a little bit. Okay, so what can we do here? So I don't have a repeat. Okay, I know what we can do. I got an idea. Got a piece of string here, but it's kind of long. I'll just double it up. Hopefully it doesn't get pulled underneath. Okay, I think that should do it. Okay, let me try starting it. There's enough carb clean from what I just sprayed in to start it. I don't need to prime it. So we still have some resistance. I'm going to remove the recoil and oil this up a little bit. So do you want to hang around and watch that? I'll try to make it quick. I just want to look. Something's not right. Something's binding. Okay, here we go. It's a 10. That one's loose. It's hot. My tools are hot. They were in the sun. I usually take a rag and put them over the tools because these heat up unbearably hot in the direct sun. So definitely a cable that's rusted shut, and we need to do some looby, and don't put your hands under a moving running machine. Okay, there we go. Okay. Lift up the fill tube. Put this whole thing to the side. A lot of sand. That's a quarter inch. I'm going to take the tension off of the throttle there and see what's happening. Okay, where's my quarter? Sorry about that. Okay, I think I got it. Grab my grease while I'm here. I got the quarter. Little bit of drag. Still some drag. This is the way for grounding out. I don't think my issue's up here. But I'll put a little grease on it, put it back together. I may take the carb off and mess with the free play here. That shouldn't have any restriction, and it does. It's fighting the air vein. Okay. So this isn't going to be an instant cure. Tighten up the intake tube. because that's a 1/4 inch as well. See, this isn't moving like I want it to. Maybe I'll put some more tension on the spring to counter. It looks like it's helping out. That might have been it. Pull this out a little bit more. I think that'll do it. Still a little bit of hesitation right there. It's not pulling it all the way, but it helped. Okay, let's put it back. We'll tinker with it some more. Okay, we do have the brake still in place there. This is where the dance party starts. Getting all this stuff back in cahoots with each other. Just get them started on one and then work yourself around so they all line up. Mess with the sheet metal on this side. Okay, good. We got them all started. So let me continue. Make sure I don't pinch the spark plug wire. I don't want to cause more problems than what already exists. Just snug them down and then I'll go back and forth. Okay, we can try starting it again. I'll have my needle nose on hand. Maybe we can manipulate this thing. You with me? Okay. It's running, the RPMs are a little high, but I may send it out like this. Since it appears he's hacking and slashing some big stuff, I may leave the RPMs a little higher. So I just got to get that cable. And I noticed something's bent here. The screw may be bent, because every time I turn it, it's wallowing back and forth. It's not getting very tight. So I'm going to switch this out. I got a pulse jet right here. I'm going to, I thought I did, but I don't. So no. Thought I had one nearby. Anyway, so I think that wraps it up. Cables next. Cable and send it out like that. Just charge it for the cable, and I gotta get another one of these. Something's wrong. It's not tightening 100%. Okay, thanks you guys for checking out this 500 series Weedeater 2008 model year. Hope you have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff. Main issue, rusty cable. I'm not even going to try to salvage it. I'm going to throw another one on. Yeah, I'm pulling on the cable and it's just moving the conduit, so it's DOA, dead on arrival. Have a good day today. Adios, amigos.